NICU is the newborn intensive care unit. So, you know, infants, you know, that when you first have a child, they're not ready to go home. You know, sometimes your child has to be like 5 pounds, or they may have medical issues or whatever. You know, your child may go there. Premature babies, a lot of babies may go there just so they can get better enough to come home. Or when they do come home and it's still complication, they may go back to the NICU. It's a hospital stay, but it's, you know, specifically for newborns.
Okay, and to bring it back around to you know, talking about the twins and everything that you your children, what is probably the most I guess my question wanted to be, what was like probably the hardest maybe surgery or time in the hospital aside from this week, because I know this week was hard for you. But was there any other time that you could just kind of give a testimony of how you had to just really make it through a certain surgery or something that your children had to have that you were like, you were like?
I feel like every surgery for me is a mental breakdown. But I can share a story. Kata's first surgery was very, very, very hard for me. I look back at it now and I just like, yo, I really went, like, I was so nervous. I was so freaking out because I was there by myself and I wasn't supposed to be. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and, you know, I wound up being by myself. So the whole entire time I'm like crying, and the worst part is like the doctors actually like text you at the hospital throughout the process. So they're like, you know, we began surgery. You know, it was like surgery's unsuccessful. So it was like all these bad text messages. I'm like going crazy. I'm like, I'm on Instagram cursing out their dad. I'm cursing.
What? Well, you was on Instagram cursing out who? Oh, you said, okay, I heard you. Okay, I'm sorry. Keep on, continue. I'm sorry.
I ain't hear you. What you say?
No, you said you was on Instagram cursing out who? I had missed it.
Oh, no, their father. Like, I was so mad. And I was just like so upset because this was like the first time I experienced something like this. I was crazy, you know. That the worst experience for me. And after that, he ain't never missed an appointment after. But
yeah. You know, you say he didn't miss one after that? Oh, he don't want to hear that. He didn't want to hear that again.
Absolutely not.
Right, of course not. Right.
You know, surgery days was always like, you know, nerve-wracking for me because of that first experience I had, and it was very, very just nerve-wracking. Like, I didn't know what would happen. Like, they're like, oh, it's unsuccessful, it's this, and then to sit down and be there by yourself. Like, I'm like crying and talking to myself, you know. So I feel like that was one of the worst things. But fast forward to like Aiden, like with the asthma, like he sometimes like the 2 times like unresponsive. So that's like the most scariest part for me. Like, you know, I can't even imagine. You can't even imagine. Like, it's just very, like, every time my kids are in the hospital, I'm like super stressed out. You know, it's bad.
And